guys, welcome to the channel. If you are new, my name is Sean Canoy. I do a lot of speaker videos, sound videos, also some Jeep mod videos and some adventure videos. So if you like what you see, please subscribe. Also, I have a brand based in St. Louis called Rain Outfitters, so give it a follow. I'll leave a link in the description. I focus on Midwest weather and protecting from the Midwest weather, so I have rain and wind resistant jackets as well as some hoodies, and we're about to do something really big for the brand, so check it out if you want. It's gonna be linked in the description. Let's get started with today's video. So if you didn't know already, I installed these Rockville Wake Tower speakers a few months ago in the Jeep, and they sound really good. I did a whole video on it, but in that video I failed to do a very important test. I never tested how loud they can get. So in today's video I'm gonna test how loud they can get. Hopefully I won't bust them, but if I bust them, then I'll just replace the speaker in there with a brand new speaker. So I got the garage doors closed. Hopefully the neighbors don't get too mad. Hopefully they don't hear. But let's get started. Turn it up. And I got a little decibel reader on my phone, so we're gonna get accurate measurements, and it's gonna be extremely scientific. So in order to get the sound going out of just the Rockville Wake Tower speakers, I'm gonna go in here to my settings and go to subwoofer set. Turn that to off, so my subwoofer is off, so none of the sound will come out of that. I'm also gonna go right over here to the fader and put it all the way to the rear speakers, which is the Rockville Wake Tower speakers. So all the sound will come out of those two. Yeah, I know you can't see it. All the sound will come out of the Rockville Wake Tower speakers, and none of the sound will come out of these front two speakers right there. All right, so I have on SoundCloud, I got Dossie playing Dossie with major 9 type beat, and we're gonna turn it up until it gets loud. We're gonna have the decibel reader on the phone, so you guys can see how loud it gets. All right, so the decibel meter is going. The music is off, but as you can see, when I'm talking, it's between 50 and 70. It's between 50 and 70. When it's resting, it's about 30 decibels. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the music and crank it up. All right, I actually had to set up my computer to play the music, but we got it set up and the decibels are running. So let's go ahead, turn it up. Honestly, that was lower than I thought it would be. You saw whenever I had the decibel meter pulled up, the high was 90 decibels, which that's loud, but it's not as loud as I thought it would be. So I'm gonna play around. I'm gonna turn the loudness on the head unit up a little bit. You probably heard some distortion as well, so obviously it was past the point that you should turn it up because you started getting some distortion on the bass. But we're gonna do a few settings on the head unit and try to get as much sound possible out of these speakers. So first thing we're gonna do is turn down the bass a little bit more because we don't want that distortion. We want it to get loud without getting distorted. And then I think I'm gonna turn up the treble a little bit to get more of the hi-hat sound in there. And then we're gonna go to loudness, turn it up to level 2. All right, so now we got the settings in the head unit optimized for this kind of test. So now let's go ahead, hit play and do the test again, see if we can get it any louder than 90. Again, not as loud as I thought it would go. You can see the high, the max was 91. So we got 1 decibel higher than the first test. And I think that's all it has. We were on loudness level 2. We had the bass turned down a little bit. We had the treble turned up a little bit. We had all the sound going to those speakers. Now I'm not gonna say these speakers aren't good because they sound really good, especially the placement. They're like right behind my head and the passenger seat headrest. So you don't need much sound in order to hear it, and it actually has good bass for what it is. It's just a speaker. It actually has good bass, good sound. So I definitely recommend getting them, but if you want the loudest, I don't know if it's the loudest speaker, but it definitely does the job. So there you have it. That's how loud these speakers can get. Overall, for what I use them for, they work perfectly. So I definitely recommend. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to check them out. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.